Hello everybody out there in the music community. This is Micro Soldier 777. I figured show you a video of what's spinning of much of the albums and music we listened to since my last video. Before I do that, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do so. You help me a lot and it'll help me reach my goal of 200 subs. And also those you who have subbed, I'd like you to spread the word about my channel and to get word out there, and I thank you in advance for that. Thank you for subbing, and also like, comment, subscribe below, or sorry, like and comment below. Before I get to my what's spinning, I want to talk to you about in the previous video I mentioned it's been unconfirmed that Deliverance will be coming up with a new album this year. That's been pretty much confirmed. So Deliverance, Jimmy Brown have stated on the episode of Is It Wrong, which is a host of Ray Parasacred Warrior, there will be a new Deliverance album coming out this year. Oh yeah, Deliverance is well known for their album Weapons of Warfare, and there's a video of the album Weapons of Warfare on YouTube, which was on MTV back in the day. There you have it. That's been confirmed. There will be a new Deliverance album coming this year. Okay, let's get to what's spinning. First up, we have Whiteheart, doing for movie. There you have it. There's some great songs in this one. Read a book, doing for movie. Be of a Different Drum, Convertibles, King George, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Christian. There's some good tracks in this album. So this version came out in 1986. Some great tunes. One of the songs, King George, which is a great song. I want to mention this briefly. As you may know, King George was a king in a few hundred years ago, or a couple hundred years ago, of England, and he oppressed the people when it comes to religion and other ideologies. The lyrics goes like this in this song, and I'm going to get to the point in a second. In times of old there was a king who had his way, and we were told a way to which we were to pray. A freer land was a dream across the sea, so we set sail in pursuit of our beliefs. We had people long to know a place where faith could grow. Everyone take a stand, that's why we fought to build this land. King George, so glad we got away. King George, the tyrant's in his grave. King George is your shadow here today. The tide has turned, a different wave upon the shore. Now we're so free, tell me what's freedom for. If we say his name, if a message, sorry, let me repeat that. The tide has turned, a different wave upon the shore. Now we're free, but tell me what's freedom for. If we say his name, if a message gets too strong, the radio will never play the song. The right is here to make a choice. We all can speak with our own voice. We can say we don't care, and our schools will have a prayer. As you may know, prayer is banned in a lot of schools in the U.S. and in Canada. So basically what it's saying is, this is written back in 85, 86 for the album. The album was released in 86. Basically saying that, you know, you can't, as you may know, people came over here back a few hundred years ago for new freedoms. Now you can't say what you want these days, you know, because of woke ideology. So how prophetic is this song? It's even worse now because of the woke ideology and the LGBTQ people. Freedom might get offended, and the leftist people around. It's kind of interesting when you think about it. There's a difference between a liberal and a leftist. A leftist will try to shut you down. A liberal will defend your right to say something, even though they don't agree with what you have to say. I just want to make that point. So there you have it. It's how times have changed. They came over here for freedom, and now you can't have the right to do it, say or do what you want. Amazing. Anyway, so next up we have Barren Cross. Now I meant to reach for Hotter Than Hell, but I pulled this one this morning, earlier today, instead. Atomic Arena. This version came out in 1988. This reissued by Gorilla Records. Great album. A lot of great songs in this one. Imaginary Music, Kills It Unborn, Deadlock, Culty Regimes, King of Kings, Living Dead, all great songs. I want to make a point of saying too, In the Eye of the Fire is a anti-suicide song as well. If you guys are everything but suicide, remember you are loved by God, and if you submit yourself to Him, you'll be shown amazing things. So remember, you are loved. And don't forget that if you ever consider suicide, I want to give you that word of encouragement. You're a unique individual. We're all unique. There's no one else like us, and we're made in God's image. We're all God's image bearers. So I figured that you all know that. Here we have Barren Cross, Rattle Your Cage, another album, came in '94. Now I tend to go for the Barren Cross's first 3 albums, especially State of Control. State of Control is my favorite album from Barren Cross. There are some good songs on this one, like for example, Here I Am, Rattle Your Cage, Midnight Sun, Feed the Fire. They're all great songs. There are some songs on this one, like The Unsuspecting, about someone who pulled a gun in a grocery store and shot someone. Also, No Time to Run, about a guy who got ran over by a driver under the influence, and then the mother of the victim took matters in her own hands, and in a fit of rage, went after a guy who killed her son through a car accident under influence. So, but these 2 songs, usually with the Barren Cross song, we tackle an issue. They point to Christ in the lyrics at the end, but they don't do that with these 2 songs, which kind of leave me surprised. I was kind of surprised they don't mention Christ at the end. Not say like I've had the original version of this album with the B, C initials in green, original version. I probably went through lyrics before in the album. I went through this version of the album, and I had the original version years ago. Anyway, so these 2 songs caught me by surprise by not mentioning Christ at the end. That's what caught me by surprise, just that it was when I had to refresh, listen to this album and went through the lyrics more or less, because I probably knew about it back then when I first originally bought the album, probably forgot about it. Anyway, so I was kind of surprised they mentioned like Christ at the end. Anyway, so that's my take on this one. Next up, we have 4 more to tell you. Here we have Ultimatum, Into the Pit. This was a VCLT from Scott Waters, who's the lead singer of this band, as you all may know. There you have it. Now, when I went through this album with the lyrics, I kind of wasn't impressed with this album. Certain parts of it was good, certain parts were not so good. As you may know, when you listen to the album with the lyrics, you kind of like, regardless if it's new, refresh listen from years where you heard the album years back or for the first time. It was the first time listening to this album I had, because I got this in the mail a few years ago. So I thought it was okay, but then when I listened to it on the way to pick the wife up a second time, I part listened to some of the songs, I thought to myself, this is pretty good. It got some good vibe to some of the songs. The center tracks on this one is at this point in time, and it could change, is Death Wish and Heart of Metal. Those 2 tunes are pretty good, and there's other ones there too as well. But to me, that's one that stands out. There are certain points that Scott Waters reminds me a little bit of Roger Martinez of Vengeance, sometimes with his voice. I kind of like the song Heart of Metal is about liking heavy metal and getting into the groove of heavy metal, and there's no like spiritual message to it. But the chorus goes neck snapping, fist pumping, head banging, heart of metal. I kind of like that lyric. Anyway, so there you have it, Ultimatum, Into the Pit. There you have it. These next 3 are mainstream albums I've obtained recently. So first up, we have Cinderella Night Songs. As you may know, this is original pressing came in '86, and some good tunes in this one. A lot of people in the YouTube kind of hold this in high regard. Now, here's my thoughts. There are a lot of good songs in this one. Some good rhythm guitars and lead guitars, of course, vocals. Tom Kiefer, I guess, is the main ringleader in the band. But I do want to make a point where some of these songs are about life in general. Some songs are about lust. Maybe when I was a teenager, with the teenage angst and growing up, you kind of don't mind songs about lust, but now I do mind it a bit more than I used to before. Sex and lust. I don't really need to hear songs about sex and lust. Like I'd rather hear songs that's more, it doesn't have to be Christian, but songs that more about life in general, you know, struggles of life, or that tells a story. Some of the songs here are like that. I mean, it's got some good songs, but like I said, I don't hear about those kinds of lyrics. I find, as with the future or later Cinderella albums, especially the second one and third and fourth, which is I said especially, but like that was all they put out was 4 albums. But with the second one, Long Cold Winter, was about the show. It tend to be more about life and less about the lust and sex. So, but like some good songs, this one. With Long Cold Winter, there's only one song about lust, was Fire and Ice. The rest about life in general or romance. A lot of good songs in this one. Like for example, this one, the good song. This one is Night Song, Shake Me, and Somebody Save Me. Of course, a big hit. Nobody's Fool. Push is a good song. But like I said, I don't really care for the lyrics. The music itself is pretty good. Long Cold Winter. I like that one better than their debut, although some people have a different opinion. I mean, just every song in this one: Bass Seams Blues, Fun Part Seams, Gypsy Road, Don't You What You Got Till It's Gone, Power Belt, Last Mile, If You Don't Like It, Coming Home, Take Me Back. All great songs in this one. Long Cold Winter. So the second one came in '88. Next one is Def Leppard, Euphoria. This got some good songs. As I pointed to before when I talked about Def Leppard, I tend to go for their mid to early 90s with Def Leppard, the first 6 albums. It seemed like to me when Steve Clark died in January of '91, that's when Def Leppard died. They used his ideas up until Retroactive and the song When Love Hate Collide, which was on the compilation album The Vault. Up to that point, that's when he used his ideas. After that, they used the current band members' ideas with Vivian Campbell as a guitar player to replace Steve Clark. And to me, that's when I think Def Leppard has heyday. Some may think they were good up to Pyromania. To me, it's up to Retroactive. Retroactive / maybe the song Love and Hate Collide. That was to me when their good period. And after that point, they're more spottier, in my opinion. I mean, this one has some good songs. This could have been on the earlier albums, like Demolition Man, Promises, Paper Sun, Disintegrate, which is an instrumental. That was kind of reminds you of. Now, I remember I did hear Sweet 625 before. I'm not sure if it's entirety, but it's kind of got that vibe to it. Disintegrate. Guilty is a good, more of a rock song, similar to Hysteria. Got that kind of vibe to it. But Day After Day and King's Oblivion is also good songs. But there's a few tracks in the middle that was sort of okay. Like, for example, All Night. I think this one's got that, Ooh Baby, I Want to Make Love to You. I don't care for those kinds of songs about sex and lust. I'd rather hear a song about romance or a song about life or that tells a story. At the time, they were probably in their 40s, maybe early, in their 40s, back when this album came out. And I only hear grown men sing about, "Ooh baby, I love you, baby. Ooh baby." It's kind of sickening. Anyway, this is my opinion. But like I said, this one has some good songs, but not as good as their older material. Anyway, folks, that's my video. Hope you like it. Like, subscribe, and comment. And have a great day. Bye now.